What's up, YouTube? It's your girl JD. Welcome back to JD's Bakery. So Monday is my grandma's birthday, so today I'm going to be making her birthday cake because tomorrow we're going to do a drive-by by her house and sing happy birthday. So first, what you're going to need to make this birthday cake is you're going to need one half teaspoon salt. You're going to need 1 1/2 cup sugar. You're going to need 3 cups of flour. You're going to need 1/2 cup canola oil, 1 tablespoon vanilla extract, 4 eggs, 1/2 cup of melted butter, 1 1/4 cup buttermilk, frosting. And if you want to make the frosting fancy, you can get like these piping tips or whatever you would like to use. You're going to need your measurements, your measurement spoons, and you're going to need a whisk or an electric whisker. You're going to need 1 tablespoon baking soda, and first you're gonna start out by washing your hands. I already have done that. So then you're gonna preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay, so first you're gonna start by, for the first part, you're gonna mix all of your dry ingredients. So 1 1/4 cup, 1 1/2 cup sugar, 3 cups of flour. This was 2 cups, by the way. 1/2 teaspoon salt. 1 tablespoon baking soda. And you're going to give that a good mix. Okay, and now you're going to add all of your wet ingredients. So 1/2 cup melted butter, 1 1/4 cup buttermilk, and don't splash it everywhere. Ooh. Yeah. 4 eggs, 1 tablespoon vanilla extract, if I could get it opened. Already got it. So 1 tablespoon vanilla extract, 1/2 cup canola oil, and then on this part I'm going to use my electric mixer. And try not to get it everywhere, and make sure you whisk it good. And make sure all of the dough is formed into a batter. And we'll be back when it's all mixed. Alrighty, so the batter is all mixed in. So your batter should look like this. Okay, so then you want to go in with your spatula and get it all off the sides. Make sure you get it good. Okay, and then so for this cake, I'm going to be doing 2 layers. So first what you're going to want to do is spray your pans really, really good so the cake just slides right out. It might seem like too much, but it's a good amount. Make sure to get around the rims too. And then, so now if you're making 2 layers, what you're going to want to do, you have to get the batter even. So just pour your batter in and make sure it's even. And then try not to make a mess. So like scrape the sides with your spatula. And then cover or just let it kind of spread out. And then you're going to want to pour the rest of your batter into your dish, into your cake pan. And then just make sure they're even. That's all you got to do is make sure they're even. And yeah, so you're going to want to bake these cakes for about 30 to 35 minutes, but I'm going to choose to bake mine. I'm going to choose mine to bake at 31 minutes. So I'm going to put them in the oven. First I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to wash my hands and dry them. I need to get a towel. Alrighty. So I have my mom right here who's been doing this while I have to go dry my hands. So what you're going to want to do is clean off the sides. Clean off the sides of the you want to clean off the sides of the baking pan. Okay. Make sure they're good and clean, and then place them in the oven. Well, I'm placing them. And then whenever your cakes are baking, make sure you're not moving around like making big stomps. Because if you're making 2, your cake will fall and it won't be even. And I'm going to be baking mine for 30 to 31 minutes. Okay, so while the cakes are baking, I'm going to work on my frosting. So what you're going to need for your frosting, you're going to need your different types of, not different types, but I have different types. You're going to need your frostings, and you're going to need a bowl to mix it in. So for the thing I'm trying to do with this cake, I'm going to color it different colors. So I'm going to color the main frosting, which is going to be my fluffy white frosting. I'm going to color that. Actually, I'm not going to color the fluffy one. I'm going to color the regular vanilla one. So what you want to do is take your spatula that's being currently washed. Thanks, Mother. Okay. Okay, so now I know to always have 2 spatulas ready. Okay, so for this frosting, I'm going to be, first of all, using the whole thing of frosting to cover both of the cake layers and the middle. So I'm going to color the frosting yellow because it's Easter, like spring. So I'm going to be coloring it a spring color. Okay, so put about 1 to 2, like about 3 to 4 drops of yellow food color. Anyways, so put a good amount of food coloring, but not too much unless you want it dark. If you want it like a dark color, just put a lot of food coloring. So mine looks like this. You just got to give it a really good mix. And remember, don't do anything too hard. Do anything hard so that your cakes fall in the back. So it looks like this currently. It can't really get a good shot because this is a yellow bowl. But so yeah, that's what that looks like. So that's gonna go on the cake. And then I'm gonna take some of this some of this frosting, and I'm gonna put it into my piping bag. So if you want to make this easy, you place it into your piping bag like this. You kind of roll up the piping bag a little bit, and then you take your spatula and you put the frosting into the piping bag, and I'll be back whenever I have this frosting into this piping bag. Alrighty guys, so we have the frosting done and it looks like this. We have like a really light yellow, and then we have the piping bag with the white frosting, and we have a star tip, and we're gonna make swirls on top of the cake, and then we have some melted icing so we can put drizzles around the cake. So yeah, we'll be back whenever the cakes are done and cool down. And you need to let your cakes cool down for around 15 to 20 minutes before you put the frosting on so it doesn't melt off. So we'll be back when the cakes are all cooled down and ready to frost. Bye!